So my website's located at ivynewer.dev, which brings you to this loading page. And then it's just a one-page web app, but there's different tabs so you can jump to the different sections. And so this is the introduction here, just kind of outlining who I am as a software engineer and student at Michigan Tech. And then this is the biography section, sort of about me and my background, as well as the different companies I've linked here that I've worked at. And then some of what I do, I'm mostly in web development and enterprise, and so this was a good project for me to work on, the portfolio for the semester, kind of incorporating what I'm learning into it by building a web app. And so and then I just kind of outlined the different technologies that I worked with, and these are where all the course projects and assignments are located. And so I kind of wanted to include the documents in the website, as I saw a lot of people did, and it's a little bit easier to navigate when you're in the site itself. But I figured it might take up a little too much space and make it cluttered, and so I just kind of, all of these links, doesn't download the document immediately, but you can open them in a separate tab. And so the plan proposal, cover letter and resume, report, instructional unit, and the recording also links to the YouTube video recording of that. And that's kind of how I did all of the assignments in this order. And then just an extra little contact at the bottom with my email. And then on the sides of this also includes additional contact info and links to my GitHub profile and Instagram and LinkedIn, and then my emails here. And then, like I said, all of these tabs jump to different sections of the page, just so it's a little bit easier to navigate. And I also put up my cover letter and resume at the top, just to sort of highlight if someone was to go on here, and that would be something they would want to see first. And so overall, I think it went pretty well. The comments and feedback that I got from people, I think, was just some wording in the section, the About section, make it a little more professional. And then a couple of these links were linked to the original website creators' contact info, and so I just had to change those. But I really like the design of the website and sort of the minimalist features to it, so it's not too in your face, and there's not too much to look at once. And so I was actually planning on making a personal portfolio website before this class, right before we started, and so it was a nice project to be able to work on to get that going. And so there are definitely things that I would change. Probably in the future I'll use this as just like a personal portfolio, and I'll include the link to that when I'm applying to places or just sharing my work with other people. And so I'll keep about the About Me and Introduction sections, but obviously would remove any of the course projects and assignments. Here it might be cool to include the instructional units, because I created a sort of tutorial for creating Spotify connected applications, and so if somebody was interested in looking at that, I'd probably leave it up here. But in this section I'd include mostly projects that I worked on in the past in different applications and link to those. And then I would also include a little more depth about the technologies that I've worked on and how long I've worked with them and my experience with that. And the contact would probably stay. And another thing that I had listed in my plan for this was to include a section with any of my photography or videography work. So I'd probably just add another, it might actually be a second page sort of thing, or just another section here that links to different galleries and whatnot, but that would be a cool part to implement. Other than that, I think this is exactly what I wanted to work on before being in the class, and so I'm pretty happy with the way that it's turned out so far. Yeah, that's it.